Guys, my name is Michael, and I just went 4-0 at a small tournament at our locals. Excuse the noise. With Monarch, aka Brick Dot Deck. The build I played was pretty simple. 3 Erebus. It is standard.
Try and reverse it.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's really good. It's a beater. It's a beater, and interesting, it's a zombie. So if somebody actually decided in zombie roll against me and I open this, I just drop it, spit it back. 3 Aether. She was really awesome. She came in clutch. She won me a game, a few games. Today, just summon her. Maybe I'd grab another one, or I'd grab the Kuraz pop stuff. I played 2 of each of the tiny ones. I was playing 3 of each, so 9 total, but that caused me to brick really hard. I would end up bricking more so because I didn't see a Monarch than not, and I actually break like that, and I won against Burning Abyss because I saw the Mithra, and that was really funny. 2 Majesty's Fiend, because I hate Burning Abyss. I love the deck to death, but I hate it. And this wins me the Cosmo matchup with Domain on board and allows me to poke over stuff.
Why ain't your Majesty Fiend secret?
Because I'm a plebeian.
Because he's a loser.
1 normal Crystallos. This is supposed to be a mega, and I can't get one for the life of me. Holy junk, are those things hard to find. Maybe it's just me, but like nobody wants to get rid of them. But it still worked. Still came in clutch. Still can basically do the little loop with it. Kuraz, this thing won me a game because I was able to pop some pendulum scales, and they drew, but at that point it didn't matter because I just attacked with 2 Erebus and a Aether for game. 1 Vanity's Fiend. I like it at 1. I would play 2, but the only thing is this has 1200 defense, so I can't search it at all, which makes it bad. It's good, but it's bad at the same time. 2 Valor, because I don't like effects going off, mirror match, and I don't know. It won me a game against Pepe because they made Ouroboros, and he was gonna neg a card out of my hand. I went in Valor, and it won. So that's all the monsters. For spells, 3 of this thing. Good land is Domain stupid. This deck is going to get hit. For all you other Monarch players out there, I hate to say it, Monarchs are getting hit. Domain is a completely unfair card that says, if you can't get rid of something I have on board, you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's incredibly unfair, especially when it gives my Tribute Summon monsters 800 attack, and allows me to literally smash over something like a Dark Destroyer and not care. 3 Pantheism. I'd say that this is the best card in the deck. And that Domain is close second because of the fact that this allows me to do 2 things. It's a Pot of Greed, essentially, that I can plus off of, or I can ditch something I don't care about. And then I can banish it and just grab something from deck, and it's really stupid. OCG recently had saw both of these hit to 1, and I think something similar is going to happen over here. 3 Tenacity, it's standard. Allows me to search my whole freaking deck, and it's just really good. It's usually the first thing I banish with a to summon a first Monarch, because I don't know. It's just one of those things where I think that after I've used it, I don't really want to use it again. 3 Stormforth. I was playing 2 and siding the 3rd for the mirror, but I decided this morning, before we even got to locals, to play the 3rd, and it ended up coming in clutch. 1 Foolish, because I like foolishing an Erebus when I brick, and not bricking. 1 March. I was not playing this at all up until this morning. And I was watching some different Monarch profiles, just getting some extra ideas. I'm like, you know what? March is actually a decent card. Return. This card is the MVP. Holy junk. This thing needs to float more often. It's just so good because once you get going, you have return, you just generate advantage. For traps, I played 3 first. Or prime, not first. First is the bad one. Prime's just good. What can I say? It's 1 escalation because being able to drop something other than an Aether on my opponent's turn is nice. 1 erupt because skill drain, and then 1 dark advance. This is new, and it's really stupid. It's essentially Erebus' second effect without paying cost, and then it's immediately an escalation. And the good thing about it is I don't have to tribute summon what I add back. So I can like add back a Magic's Fiend and then drop an Erebus. And it's really stupid.
Why don't you show us that extra deck? Oh wait, you don't.
There's none, but I do have tokens. Random tokens. Because Mithra.
At the end of the day, is there anything you'd take out after today? Anything that wasn't consistent?
I really didn't use March at all. I mean, it was helpful when I saw it. But
Anything you would add in?
Third Majesty's Fiend.
I'd probably side it. I don't know. I'd obviously replace the normal Thesaurus with a Mega. And I don't know, I like Erupt and I like Escalation. But I don't know, I'd probably play a Scolding somewhere in here. Just because the amount of back row I don't set is alarming. And being able to Scolding stuff is fantastic.
And you want to show the slide?
Yeah. This is just kind of, it's a little bit of a janky side just because last minute stuff. 2 Fader. Fader also won me a game. The same game the Veiler won me, or the same match the Veiler won me the game because they essentially put their dick on the board and I had the Fader. It was their first turn. I'm just like, backup plan, have the Fader. It's just good because I hate OTKs. 1 Land Robe because I can drop this against Burning Abyss, book something on their board, and then they're essentially helpless for a turn. The second Erupt. This was if I played against something else, I guess like Tellers or something. I'd be able to flip this and they couldn't really do anything. Where's the other one? Okay. 2 Cursed Seal, mainly for the mirror match, and also against stuff like Pepe, and essentially the Monarch FTK deck, so I can like hit their Pantheism and then they lose because they can't do anything else. 1 morning, did not side this in at all today, but I'd probably keep it in there just for when they force me to go first. 1 Fairy Wind, didn't side it either because I don't know. Vanities, didn't side that in either.
No, why didn't you side in the Fairy Wind against like Pepe?
At that point I just didn't think about it.
Okay.
I really wasn't thinking about the Fairy Wind. I kind of forgot I had it there. Because I wasn't really thinking about what to side in. Because I knew that the guy didn't main the Twin Twisters. Or, he didn't main the Twin Twisters because they were in a different deck of his, and all I had to fear was MSTs.
Yeah.
So, the 1 MST, it's not really going to do anything. But this in the mirror match is also really good. 1 Erad, mirror match, Pepe to a certain extent, mainly because of FTK. 2 Deck Devies. This is the MVP. This won me my Burning Abyss match because I sided out Kuraz, and Kuraz would have done the same thing, but they had a Seer on board, and they went special Rubik, and then when they revealed the special for the graph, I revealed the Aether, dropped her, summoned the Erebus, and then when the graph hit board, I'm just like Deck Devi. And I knew they had the Fire Lake, and at that point, that Fire Lake was dead, and it allowed me to win the game. And Kuraz would have done the same thing, but it would have allowed them to draw, which probably would have been worse. So I'm kind of glad I sided out the Kuraz in that match.
Is this a deck profile?
The last 3 cards are 3 MSTs. I did not side these in at all, and I played against Pepe and Burning Abyss. Mainly because I didn't want to side anything out because everything was working consistent. There was one game where I bricked terribly, and it was against Burning Abyss, and it was the same game that I deck debied to win. I opened absolute garbage that game. It was like,
You're a dick.
I opened like Valor, Mithra, or not Valor, Mithra, Valor, Idia, Idios, like Stormforth, and a Pantheism.
Damn, dude.
Like, it was such a bad hand. Don't know how I did it, but I ended up pulling off after getting this. After I said it, getting this farfed 3 turns in a row, begging them to crash over it. I finally was able to tribute it off when I top decked the Acre. Homeboy over here is salty because I cheated.
Hey, I got you to freaking 500.
Yeah, that same game he got me down to 500. I bricked. I won. It was really sacky. All in all, I like Monarchs. It's a very fun deck. It's degenerate as crap. I'm not gonna lie about that. Monarchs is degenerate.
It takes only like $40 to make.
That's
Does it really take only $40 to make?
It depends. You want the English stuff or you want the non-English stuff? The non-English stuff is about 100 because customs. But
Okay, we're gonna end this deck profile.
Are you guys playing Smash?
I brought my Wiimote. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right, peace out, guys.
It's Chainlink 1 signing out.